Hello, my name's Dan Robinson, and I'm here with representatives from the Fayetteville Underground, which has recently rebranded, and so we're very excited to share that information with you today. Please introduce yourselves, tell us what you do with the Underground, and tell us about the rebrand.
I'm Cheri Bohn. I work the front a couple of days a week. I've been a part of the Underground for 10 years. I've had a studio there for 5 years since we relocated across the square. I work with tree roots and stained glass, and I create small works, medium works, big works. My work keeps evolving all the time, and so I just keep putting it out there.
That's awesome.
And I'm Joëlle. I'm the current gallery manager at Fayetteville Underground, and I'm also a resident artist.
Very cool. So tell us, this is an amazing change from Fayetteville Underground to Art Ventures. What brought that on?
Yes, the Fayetteville Underground Gallery announced its rebranding as Art Ventures on September 7th in conjunction with the First Thursday exhibition opening with works by Arkansas living treasure Robin Horn, selections from the private collection of Rashad Delph and other artists represented by the gallery. The gallery first opened in the basement of One East Center almost a decade ago as Fayetteville Underground, and now continues under the new leadership as Art Ventures in its home above ground at 101 West Mountain on the southwest corner of the Fayetteville Square. And coming on the heels of the University of Arkansas Fulbright College announcement of a $120 million grant from the Walton Family Support Foundation to make the U of A School of Arts a reality, Art Ventures received remarks of support from the university, Crystal Bridges, Museum of American Art, the City of Fayetteville, Experience Fayetteville, Theater Squared, and had over 400 supporters attending the opening. Now, prior to the reception, a smaller event was held at the Hayden McElroy's home on the Fayetteville Square, where Jay McDonald, Chair of Development for Art Ventures, said, visual arts are an important thread in the culture of Northwest Arkansas, and reimagining the gallery and how it fits into that thread has been an exciting year as we have developed the board, renamed and rebranded the gallery, expanded and garnered community support, added programming to include children and young adults, and increased the depth and scope of the artists we represent. We feel like we are now positioned to further expand our base and depth of support and to reach out to additional community members, organizations, and foundations that recognize Art Ventures as a primary platform for visual arts. And since inception, the Fayetteville Underground has been an important element in Fayetteville and Northwest Arkansas arts community. However, when it moved from 1 East Center Street in 2011, it was revived in the form of a cooperative. And this form of business organization was, at that time, primarily for the benefit of members of the co-op and was managed by the artists themselves and therefore could not receive a 501c3 tax deductible status. Additionally, it's difficult to sustain a co-op as a business entity and did not fully reflect the more inclusive community involvement necessary for long-term support.
So that's what brought on the change.
Yes, yes. So the transformation of the mission, governance, curation, and management style began in 2014 with retroactive IRS approval of 501c3 nonprofit status. And this was the end of cooperative business structure. Now, under the direction of board member and president Sharon Killian, the board created a clear and compelling vision for the organization and developed a programmatic structure that serves and reflects the whole community. Also, the restructured board defined a set of streamlined processes that are aligned with corporate structure designed to benefit the entire Northwest Arkansas community.
That's amazing. So a complete reshaping of the whole way that the operation worked.
Yes.
And that's fascinating because with artists, it's kind of challenging to try to, it's like herding cats, right? Anytime you have artists. And so,
Yes.
and it's also very interesting moving from the co-op model to the nonprofit model with a clear vision. So, but you guys have had just incredible success since the changeover. So you want to tell us how that's happened?
Yes. It's quite a fantastic occurrences, but so in October of 2016, the majority of artists active in the co-op left the Fayetteville Underground. New artists were welcomed into the gallery as represented artists, and since that time, over 90 new artists have exhibited, and attendance at gallery events has more than quadrupled. The accelerated transformation of the gallery has brought in each month both lesser and more widely known artists not previously exhibited in our area. Also, our programming reflects the new commitment to inclusion of the diverse population of Northwest Arkansas, as well as drawing more broadly from Arkansas, surrounding states, and the wider world of art, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. Now rebranded as Art Ventures, Board President Sharon Killian told us that we believe that our new name will better suit our dynamic, forward-looking organization. And while our new board has been operating somewhat in the background for the past year, the group has quietly worked to bring exciting local and regional international art to Northwest Arkansas. The Art Ventures mission to promote the visual arts by collaborating with the community, supporting artists, working to the highest standards, and encouraging education and public engagement in the arts has been in sharp focus. It is clear in the programs and exhibitions that an essential underpinning of Art Ventures' mission is a strong belief that quality of life is enhanced through exposure to art, and that through art, community bonds are built and strengthened. Now, expanding the base and building broad community support are high on the board's agenda for the coming year, and their goal is to build a sustainable organization for the long term, providing Northwest Arkansas a permanent home for their unique contribution to representing culture and the arts. And Art Ventures certainly dovetails nicely with all those other expanding venues that make Northwest Arkansas a desirable place to live and a tourist destination. A number of exciting exhibitions are planned for 2018 and 2019, and Art Ventures will host the Women to Watch exhibition of the Arkansas Committee of the National Museum of Women in the Arts. So you may also, check out exhibitions on our website at www.artventures.org.
And you should visit the physical plant. I walked up
Yes.
there just the other day, and it has just the vibe is different. It feels clean. It feels like an art gallery, multiple mediums, but there's also like space and place to sit and really be with the art. I found it to be a really wonderful vibe. And then the artist studios are right there. So you can have the opportunity to see someone working on something in that moment. Both of you have studios there at the moment, right? So, I mean, it's incredible to be able to see the art happening and then be able to see it on display, and all of those things combined right on the Fayetteville Square. It's a wonderful opportunity. And so Art Ventures is going to be a name that people are going to get used to, and that they're going to understand represents really high quality art on the square, on the Fayetteville Square.
Yes.
So tell us, and then when you're looking to the future, where do you see this developing into? What do you see it becoming?
Well, actually, Cheri, I'd love for you to emphasize more on that, because she's been an important member of the creative community, and she has also, I've learned so much from the artists themselves, and she's exposed me to so much about the history of the square, and I feel like I'd like to hear her perspective on this outlook.
So you've seen the evolution of the organization. So now with this new direction, do you feel like there are benefits that you're seeing already?
Oh, yes. Next Sunday, I'm supposed to be giving a demonstration at Crystal Bridges, which is, as an artist, is a big opportunity.
Yeah.
They are definitely branching out into different aspects, at the Botanical Garden, and different opportunities for the artists that weren't necessarily there before. But it's been exciting, I've seen it change and grow, and I've been enjoying watching it.
That's wonderful. So many different mediums. I noticed when I went up there that there were things that were made out of wood, there were things that were made out of glass, there were paintings, there were photographs, there were all sorts of things, and even a shop there where you can purchase art things as well. So just a wonderful destination on the square. And I think the development has been amazing. Where can people find out more about what you've got going on?
Well, we're all located around the square. We're always open doing farmers market and big events. People can come in or visit our website for opening hours. And we also are very active on social media. We have an Instagram also for Art Ventures NWA, and a new Facebook page also for Art Ventures. So, we're pretty easy to reach.
So there are things that if you type in Fayetteville Underground, it'll redirect you to Art
Yes,
Ventures. So you can feel free to kind of find it the old way and then, find out the way to find it the new way.
Yes, we are very aware that there are, members in the community that have lived, for so long where, the name kind of catches up. But we actually made it where if people do reference it, it does redirect us to our new page.
Great.
So,
Thank you both very much for being here. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to visiting Art Ventures and seeing how it develops in the future.